Hey everybody, I'm Virginia Schmidt from Divinity Ranch. So this is my best friend and fairy godmother, Susie Shellhammer of Kodi Energetics. So what is Kodi Energetics? What is it that what is the service you're bringing, and what has inspired you towards this kind of work?
Well, the energy work, and Virginia and I are putting on a retreat together this weekend, all about the energy awakening this, I call it Kundalini energy, you know, and it's where it's all at, is right resting in our pelvis, and just the forceful energy of bringing it up, and the concentration with it, and the breathing, and just staying present, and focusing on the future, always having an idea. So like my Kodi Energetics in Kodi that hasn't manifested in my life currently, I just had this really certain feeling about it today. Is just like, I'm certain that it's going to happen.
Yeah, it already has happened.
And then she says that stuff all the time. She is
literally,
it's already happened.
It actually has. So we have these 7 energy centers in our body, right? What can you have actually been one of the people who has most turned me on to and taught, like probably began my journey of learning about energy healing when it comes to chakras, or these 7 energy centers. So what can you tell those of us who maybe don't know much about chakras, or aren't really sure why this should be something that we're even conscious of? Because they're here, whether or not we're conscious of them, but what is it that people should be, or that would be helpful for people to understand about chakras? What are they? What do they do?
Well, they're energy centers in the body, and it's really ancient medicine. Ancient Chinese medicine. No, it's actually Indian. It's from Ayurveda. And it's, so it's proven, it's old, it's worked forever, and if our energy centers, which are little wheels of energy inside of us, like think about acupuncture and how that is just an energy
meridian.
It's the meridians, but it's like a track for energy to flow through your body.
A circuitry, almost. Yeah, circuitry is a good way to put it. Yeah.
And the wheels need to be in alignment, just like a car needs its wheels in alignment, and or else you would wobble through life.
It's not as efficient. It's wasting energy in this rather than like forward or backward motion. Yeah.
And just having your energies, with the new machine that we got, we can actually measure our energies and see which wheel is out of alignment and work on it. And so the big one that I'm finding out that's happening with a lot of people is they're ungrounded. And it's rare. Our camera girl, she's got really great energy that's super consistent all the way through her. And with the machine, it shows me like if somebody has like an 83% in their heart, but a 30% in their root, they're really out of whack.
Right. It's like okay. So also just really quickly, what's the name of this machine?
The biopulsar. And it's a reflex, it reads reflexology points in the hand, which is also a really great big energy center in everybody, in the hands and the feet.
Right.
And so it reads those energy centers, and then can tell how much energy is coming through them. Voltage, even through the circuitry, is another way to think of it. So what Susie's talking about, if we see someone that has like a really high, a lot of voltage going into their heart, but their root chakra is low, it's like you have all of this energy going on, this movement in this house in which the foundation is shaky. So there are 7, and I'm gonna bring this up right now, and I'm gonna block Susie for a second. She's gonna become this. So we have, and we'll talk more about auras in a future video, but right now, for the sake of this, when we're talking about these energy vortices and these 7 chakras, each being associated with a color, which the reason we see it as that color is because of the speed
of the light frequency. So you can think of them also as each having a different note that goes with them, or a different speed, a different frequency, vibration, color.
Or a brightness.
Or brightness, yes. A different intensity even, you could say, yes. So this is the lowest light and the densest energy, the root chakra. And then we come up to the sacral, orange, up to the solar plexus, yellow, up to the heart, green, which is the heart is the connector. You can even see it here, the connector of the more survival, human-based kind of energies up to the more enlightenment, spirit-based kind of energies. So the heart is our most powerful electromagnetic center. That's measurable. By the power of the electromagnetic signal our heart actually puts out. And then up to the throat, blue, third eye, indigo, crown, violet. So those are the 7 chakra centers that we're talking about here.
I also want to say,
yes,
a cool thing I learned with the machine is that the violet could be white at the very top, and the red could be black at the very bottom.
So it's going from
showing dark and light, and so how like you could have a light blue, or it's on its, anyway, they're so cool. The light magenta, that it's too, and you don't want it too much one way or the other.
Right. You don't want to be too bright either.
You want to be right in here with your level of your energy, saying this is a percentage of where we are. Even the colors are really a big deal.
Balanced.
That's why that the graphs come out in those colors.
Right.
And we are made of color energy.
Right. And all that the color signifies is like the speed that it's vibrating at, basically. Or even, another way of what you're saying, and clearly there are so many different ways to come at this, but is like how much light is being allowed in.
Right.
And if something's overexposed and there's too much light without that balance of the other components, that can be, detrimental in the same way that being totally underexposed or constricted and it's black. There's no you don't just want to be totally blown open either. Like, that's important for me to remember, at least.
Because then you're wide open, and you just want a perfect balance of having the reserve of energy if you need some.
Right.
For any confrontation, say.
Right. Challenges that may arise in everyday life. That happens a lot daily for all of us. I did have an episode today that I will be processing and sharing more about. But if that kind of challenge hits you when you're already in that place of feeling depleted,
right,
that's not going to go well.
If you're already weak, then how could you? So it's a lot of strengthening our system.
Right.
And I had a really good thought today about neutrality and being this line straight up and down the middle here, and coming from neutral all the time.
Neutral is here, and you can be too far, and then you're getting right side masculine to or left side feminine to receiving, or
too constricted or too open.
Right, exactly.
Or too left or too right. There's no either.
There's a middle way.
Only neutrality. And once you just bring yourself back to that knowing, it's like, everything is neutral.
Right.
You just calm right down. It's not too one way or not too the other way. It's just neutral. And so just trying to come from neutral all the time in everything we do. And I think Alicia, she's such a balanced.
She really is.
Yeah,
you can feel that, can't you?
I wish we could just.
Alicia, just come get in here. Come, just so that people can see you if you're cool with it.
She's going to be the new editor.
This is who I would actually like to introduce. Speaking of Divinity School being a community, Divinity Ranch. Speaking of Divinity Ranch being a community, this right here is some of that amazing community. And everybody meet Alicia.
Nice to meet you all.
Who is, what are you doing? Who are you?
I am a digital marketer, specializing in videography, editing, and other types of creative content online, and I will be helping Virginia with her production and getting the message to a wider audience. And I'm excited to share this all with everybody and more people.
Yeah, so as you see the production of all of my content go like this, that's Alicia. And also Alicia has her own podcast called Healthy, Happy, Fit. And she is a wonderful teacher in and of herself and bringing a lot to the world. So watch out for her own storytelling and expression as well. I'm super honored to be among peers like this. And yeah, guys, it's these relationships that is what this community is all about. So
has your back.
Yeah, has my back, exactly. Sit for real though, too. Yes. Yeah, so that's good.
Growing community. And really, like when you see Virginia's videos, like Upgrade here, and see that she's taking on more clients too.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's a real rising market. You see a lot of the YouTubers, their pages, their videos are getting better because somebody else is doing it for them.
Yeah, because this isn't so, and just having that lesson actually of, instead of, again, this goes back to a video I made of like, that which is divinely yours cannot be taken away, but that which was never yours, you can't keep. And so I think a lot of times we try and do the thing because we feel like we have to, or we have to prove ourselves, try and like fill these roles that aren't really ours to keep. And if we would accept that maybe there's someone else that we can facilitate, that we can receive help from and give help to, like that might be someone else's position where they can shine. Like I'm not a video, I don't know if you guys have noticed in my videos up to this point, I'm not a video producer.
But they're good.
Well, no, but it's like by opening up to let someone else shine in that way,
they're gonna be better.
And you're putting on the retreat this weekend, and like you shine so much as like creating this space to like host people in this larger sense that, you know, I get to let you shine in that and collaborate with you in that, rather than feeling like the first retreat I put on has to be me doing all of it. Like we can all shine together and help enlighten and enliven each other more, and that's community.
Gangsta.
I am just so thankful for you out there, you amazing people that are on this journey and really wanting to be more awake and to get better and to show your heart and see others. Thank you so much, because it's all that love that gets me through the shitty times. There will be shitty times.
Oh my gosh.
There will be.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button right
right here.